isn't there an option, a cheaper option, and maybe one with, more permanency? Because to spend that kind of money for the thing to be deemed obsolete after 5 years seems like a no-brainer when you're thinking about an option, that whether it is actually making sense to keep using this option every year, every 5 years, that you're going to toss the thing and buy new ones.
In 2013, IEBC bought 2 sets of equipment. Mm-hmm. The gadget that was used in 2013 was dual use. You could use it to do, for instance, polling station identification. But once the election is over, you could also use it for something else. It is computer-based.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, when the election of 2013 was over, the Kenya government donated that equipment to be used in Burundi. The Kenya government also donated that equipment, or forced IEBC, or persuaded IEBC to avail that equipment to be used in schools. So your dual-use equipment, that is one way of maybe thinking about it. But the one that we are having now, like the KIMS kit, it is exclusively for elections. Once you've done an election, you have no option but throw it away. Buy another one, then that also becomes junk. We have to ask ourselves whether that is the right way to go. The other question, the other thing that is implicit in what your question is, do we really need these things at all these stages? Are there some parts of the electoral process which can be less digitized? Where are the sections or the positions of election which must be digitized? Are there those portions which can be less digitized? I'll give you an example. The voter register is the most critical equipment or asset that IEBC has. Mm-hmm. So you digitize the voter register. When you digitize the voter register, it means you are purging the voter register of dead voters. You are purging the voter register of foreigners, people who are not supposed to be there. So it is important for you to have a digitization mechanism to make sure that the integrity of the voters register is up-notch. You cannot do without digitization there. Mm-hmm. What about results transmission? For example, you voted in a polling station and you want to have this thing transmitted through some electronic means. Do you really need that? Okay. Voter identification. Voter identification means at the polling station, there has to be a digitized mechanism for identifying that the person who is walking into the polling station to vote is actually the individual who registered. And so far, the mechanism we have used is a machine. Okay. And we started in 2013. Mm-hmm. And they're getting more and more sophisticated and more complex. Can we find a different way of doing it?